Hey posers, Grumpy Cheeto here with this week's ECW review. First off, I'd like to say thank you to all my subscribers for checking me out every week and giving me feedback on my reviews. I'd also like to hear more back from you guys about the Unsquared Circle. I'm always open to opinions because I'm the general manager and that poser Bobby Black can't do nothing about it. Anyway, we move on to tonight's show. Tonight's show was a little bit on the side of things. We had a couple promos and 3 good matches. And yeah, let's just jump right into it. This week's ECW is down in Orlando, Florida. Right near where my boy, The Block, is at. And that poser, Wrestling Fan 777777, I think. We jump right into the night where we get to see tonight's homecoming queen, Jack Thwagger. And Jack Thwagger had a lot to say about coming back to ECW this week. And I tell you what, it's going to be a good night of wrestling on ECW because Jack Thwagger's back. So then, Jack Thwagger stands aside and lets the real talent of ECW walk out. Mr. Woo Woo Woo, you know it, Zack Ryder. Opening match with Zack Ryder and Tommy Dreamer, which of course, as I heard this week, tonight is Tommy Dreamer's last match on ECW. I don't know. I'm gonna maybe comment on this next week. Sorry, Dreamer. If Dreamer goes, he goes to TNA. He needs to be with Raven. He needs to be with Abyss. He needs to be with people that he's comfortable wrestling. Team 3D. I think Tommy Dreamer would do well on TNA. And I think TNA would treat him right. Because he's a legend. Anyway, this match was pretty good. Zack Ryder, of course, showing off why he is Mr. Tuesday Night. And, yeah, so Tommy Dreamer jobbed out in his last match just like he has in the WWE for the past 10 years. My farewell to Mr. Tommy Dreamer, and I'm sorry to see you go. But as I said, I hope you go to TNA. And we go to next with this, the Abraham Washington show with Croft and Barretta. Not much to quote here. I wish like Croft and Barretta would have faced Atlas and Abe in the ring in like a tag match instead. But no such luck. We get Abraham Washington thinking he's like Conan O'Brien. Speaking of which, I thought during like his little Tiger Woods bit, I heard him do a little smack to Conan. Don't challenge Conan. The red-haired machine will come after you if you challenge him, Abe. Don't do it. Then we go into the back with the promo with my girl Tiff and of course Jack Thwagger. Yeah, just a little bit of banter back and forth between the two. They of course have a pass and man, Tiffany's just hot, you know. Forget Swagger, just Tiffany. Alright, we go to the second match of the night, which is a homecoming qualifying match, which is Vance Archer versus Goldust. Not a very impressive match. I'm sorry. It wasn't that impressive of a match. Vance Archer gets the win. And, you know, it was a squash match. Again for Vance Archer on a guy like Goldust. Not impressed. And then we go to a promo in the back with Christian and Yoshi, Tatsu, and then Jack Thwagger walks in and says, I'm not going to get sucked into your mind game, sucker. I'm going to just go into a ring and prove why I'm the all-American. And yeah, so that was a dumb promo. It's your standard pre-main event promo with Christian and somebody. So that's how it's been going the past couple weeks. Move on to the main event, Jack Thwagger versus Yoshi Tatsu for the homecoming qualifying match for that Battle Royal thing. This was a true technical versus true cruiser match. Not a bad match. I give it props. This was a really good match. The wrong guy won. Yoshi Tatsu with the swinging super kick won the match out of nowhere. Just like he did with Regal several weeks ago. And other people. But you know what? The way they're pushing Yoshi, it doesn't surprise me. They're pushing Yoshi like Sheamus. Just out of nowhere. So, I mean, I guess I'm glad Thwagger didn't win, or I'm sorry, Thwagger didn't win because he's not ECW, but at the same time, it's like, Yoshi just should have jobbed out. But anyway, so that's it for this week. Not that impressive. You know, it was kind of a filler week for me. Let's move on to my fantasy ECW and how I would do this sucker better. Alright, I'd start the match off with a homecoming qualifying match with Tommy Dreamer and Yoshi Tatsu, bringing Tommy Dreamer over. I ain't letting Tommy Dreamer go. He is the face of my ECW. Tommy Dreamer qualifies. We go to a promo in the back with Tiff and Jack Thwagger. just doing a little bit of banter back and forth. That promo can pretty much stay the same, I guess. Match number 2 is my tag team of Tyler Rex and Vance Archer versus Croft and Barretta, where it's a decent 5-6 minute tag match, but Archer and Rex go over. Another promo in the back where it's Hurri, Helms, and Zack Ryder talking. This basically sets up the Hurri Helms' match next week with Evan Bourne, because it's going to be Evan Bourne versus Hurri Helms in a qualifying match next week. Yeah. And then the match that I set up last week on my Fantasy ECW, which will be the main event of my Fantasy ECW, Jack Thwagger versus Shelton Benjamin. Now, Shelton Benjamin is somebody who can beat Jack Swagger and still make Swagger look good. So, anyway, as I said, I'd put Shelton over and put him in the Battle Royal. So, that's it for this week's ECW. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to my subscribers. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. I'm Cheeto, and I am